welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys establishing themselves amongst the league's best. 7-1 here through the first 8 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. Sheds off the tackle. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
17 at the 40-yard
To throw, it's May. He'll get that complete to Harrison. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former national champion at Ohio State, standing 6'4". It's Will Howard.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 133 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A nice little juke. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in, and he's right up there among the league's best. Here's May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Looking to throw. May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Off the play fake, Howard got his man complete over the middle. It's Walters, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Throwing here is May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you want to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with the win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
49-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air, May. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Patriots 14.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Howard throwing to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Howard. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard
2nd down and a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And this is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. The Steelers' 3-yard line.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with May. He'll try. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you said, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Howard. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Polk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down, Steelers.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Patriots have it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. From the shotgun, May with it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert. They're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down is May. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Patriots first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 14. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Herbig in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They're going for it with the option right. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Pats are right back in this football game. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man complete. It's Gallagher. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19. Cut up.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Back to throw. Faulkner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gallagher. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Howard. Throwing right, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
They just flat out dared them to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It's like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we'll go ahead and run it anyway, and picked it up.
They didn't care, even with the added reinforcements. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Back to throw. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Loose inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Faulkner. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs to...
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.